Imagine a knock at the door in the early morning. Your heart stops. Is it a delivery, or is it immigration enforcement? In that split second, your entire American journey hangs in the balance. But here is the truth. You are not powerless. Knowing just 3 specific rights can be the difference between staying with your family or facing deportation. This is urgent. Welcome back to Immigration Fresh Updates, the channel where we turn fear into freedom and confusion into clarity. We know the news right now is overwhelming. With political shifts and increasing scrutiny, many of you are feeling anxious about your future in the United States. We understand your journey because we see the hard work you put in every single day. Today, we are not just talking about paperwork. We are talking about your dignity and your safety. In this video, we are counting down the 7 critical realities of an ICE interaction, leading all the way down to the #1 most powerful right you possess. Whether you are a student, a worker, or waiting for a green card, this is the most important video you will watch today. Let's protect your dream. We begin our countdown at number 7, and this is where everything starts, the mindset. Before an interaction ever happens, the battle is fought in your mind. We know that living as an immigrant in the United States often feels like walking on a tightrope. You have come so far, perhaps leaving behind your home country to build a better life for your children. That sacrifice is beautiful, but it brings a heavy burden of fear. When you see a uniform or a badge, the natural human instinct is panic. Your hands might shake, your voice might tremble. This is normal. But in the eyes of immigration enforcement, extreme nervousness can sometimes be misinterpreted as guilt or suspicious behavior. The diplomatic reality is that officers are trained to look for fear. Why is this point easier to manage than you think? Because preparation kills panic. When you understand that you are a human being with rights, regardless of your visa status, you can stand taller. Think of the student who studied late nights to get here, or the father working double shifts. You have earned your place in this community through your contribution. Do not let fear erase your dignity. Taking a deep breath and remembering that you have value is your first line of defense. You are not a statistic. You are a vital part of this economy and this society. Stay calm and remember, you are not alone in this feeling. Moving down to number 6, we must talk about the environment where you are most vulnerable, public spaces. Whether you are walking to the bus stop, heading to a university campus, or simply buying groceries, the rules of engagement change when you are out in the open. In the United States, the streets are open, but surveillance is real. We often hear stories of people being stopped while simply going about their daily routine. This isn't to scare you, but to prepare you. If an officer approaches you on the street, the dynamic is different than if you were in a car or a house. Here is the soft warning. In a public place, you are exposed. However, the reassurance is strong here. You have the right to know if you are free to go. Many immigrants believe that if an officer speaks to them, they are effectively under arrest. This is not true. In a public encounter, you can politely ask, "Am I free to leave?" If the answer is yes, you walk away calmly. You do not run. Running signals danger. Running signals guilt. By walking away calmly, you are showing that you are a disciplined, law-abiding member of society. This is about culture and respect. Respect for the law, but also respect for yourself. The job market relies on you showing up, and your family relies on you coming home. Understanding the difference between a consensual conversation and detention is your superpower in public spaces. At number 5, we address a massive mistake that ruins many immigration cases: the contents of your wallet. This is a practical, tangible step that acts as a safety net for your future green card or citizenship applications. Many hardworking immigrants, in an attempt to work and provide for their families, sometimes carry documents that are not entirely real. Perhaps it is a fake ID to get a job, or a false social security card. We understand the desperation and the drive to work. It is the engine of the American economy. However, carrying these documents on your physical person is a catastrophic risk. If you are stopped by ICE, even for a minor issue, and they search you, which they might do if you are arrested, finding a fake federal document turns a civil immigration issue into a serious criminal charge. This closes the door on diplomacy. It makes it incredibly hard for a lawyer to fight for you later. The advice here is simple and protective. Carry only valid documentation. If you have a state ID, a driver's license from your home country, or a valid passport, use those. Do not carry anything that claims you are a U.S. citizen if you are not. This is about protecting your future pathway. The road from student to work visa to green card is strict. One fake document can destroy 20 years of hard work. Clean out your wallet today. It is a small act that offers massive protection for your family's future. Reaching number 4, we touch on the heart of the matter, your family. This is the most emotional part of our countdown because it involves your children, your spouse, and your home. The fear of separation is the deepest fear of all. But hope comes from having a plan. Immigration experts and advocates constantly stress the importance of a safety plan. This isn't admitting defeat. It is responsible parenting and caretaking. Who picks up your children from school if you are delayed? Who has access to your bank account to pay the rent or mortgage? In the United States, the child protective systems can be complicated. You do not want your children left in uncertainty. We encourage you to find a trusted friend or family member, preferably a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, who has power of attorney to care for your children in an emergency. This builds a layer of trust and security around your life. It allows you to go to work with a lighter heart. Knowing that Plan B is in place removes the sheer terror of the what if. It transforms you from a victim of circumstance into a proactive protector of your family. In communities across the USA, neighbors look out for neighbors. Build that network. Share your plan with people you trust. It is a sad reality that we must think about this, but doing so safeguards the next generation of dreamers that you are raising in this country. Now we enter the top 3, the absolute core rights you must memorize. At number 3, we have the most powerful tool in your arsenal, the right to remain silent. In many cultures around the world, silence is seen as rudeness. In your home country, if a police officer asks a question, you might feel compelled to answer to show respect or to talk your way out of the situation. In the U.S. immigration system, this cultural instinct can be dangerous. Anything you say can be used against you. If you admit you were born in another country or that you have no visa, you have just given them the evidence they need to detain you. You have done their job for them. Here is the diplomatic, safe way to handle this. You do not need to be aggressive. You do not need to be rude. You simply say firmly and clearly, "I am exercising my right to remain silent." And then you stop talking. This feels scary. Your heart will be pounding. The officer might pressure you, acting friendly or acting angry to get you to speak. They might say, "If you have nothing to hide, just tell me." Do not fall for this. Your silence is your shield. It pauses the process. It forces them to follow the law. By staying silent, you preserve your chance for a lawyer to help you later. It is a profound act of dignity to control your own voice. At number 2, we have the protection of your sanctuary, the right to refuse entry. This is specifically for when ICE comes to your home. Your home is your castle. Under U.S. law, this is a sacred concept. If there is a knock at the door, do not open it. This is the hardest instinct to fight. We are raised to open the door to guests, but an unopened door is a physical barrier that protects your family. To enter your home, ICE agents need a judicial warrant signed by a judge. However, they often carry administrative warrants, which do not give them the legal right to enter your house without your permission. If you open the door, even a crack, they may interpret that as permission to enter. So what do? You speak through the closed door. You ask them to pass the warrant under the door or hold it up to a window. If it is not signed by a judge, and usually it isn't, you do not open that door. You say, "I do not consent to a search. Please leave." This buys you time. Time is everything. Time allows you to call for help. Time protects your children sleeping in the next room. This right is respected by the courts, but you must be the one to enforce it in that moment. Stand your ground, politely but firmly, behind that closed door. You are safer inside than you think. We have arrived at number 1, the most critical, life-saving right you possess in the United States, the right to an attorney. This is the ultimate safety net. If you are detained, the pressure to sign papers will be immense. Officers might tell you, just sign this and you can go home. Or, if you sign this, it will be easier. This is almost always a trap. By signing, you might be signing your own deportation order, known as voluntary departure. Once you sign that, the game is over. You could be on a plane within days, leaving your job, your home, and your dreams behind. You must memorize this phrase. I will not sign anything until I speak to my lawyer. Why is this number one? Because an immigration lawyer knows the complex web of U.S. laws. They can find pathways for you that you didn't know existed: asylum, cancellation of removal, or family sponsorship adjustments. The U.S. legal system is incredibly difficult, but it also has checks and balances. A lawyer is your guide through that darkness. Even if you do not have money, there are nonprofit organizations and legal aid societies dedicated to helping immigrants. Do not give up your rights because you feel small. With a lawyer by your side, you are equal in the eyes of the court. This is the promise of America: justice for all. Hold on to this right with everything you have. It is your bridge to the future. We want to hear from our community. Comment below where you are watching from today and tell us, what is one worry you have about the current immigration system? We read every comment. Thank you for watching, and please, take a deep breath. We know this information is heavy, but knowledge is the only way to defeat fear. You have rights, you have dignity, and you have a community here that supports you. You have overcome so much just to be here. Do not let a moment of panic take that away. If this video helped you feel more prepared, please like and subscribe to Immigration Fresh Updates. We are here with you every step of the way. Stay safe, stay strong, and we will see you in the next video.